Hi there, this is an introduction to using the video conferencing tool called Zoom. It's super easy. It's just helpful to know some of the basic controls before joining or scheduling a meeting. So let's join a meeting now. When you're invited to a Zoom meeting, you will get an invitation that looks something like this. And all you do is you simply click on the meeting link. This will launch your web browser, and it will prompt you to either open or download the Zoom app. You don't have to use the app to enter a Zoom meeting, and that's what's great if you're meeting with somebody who maybe doesn't have the capacity to download and install applications on their computer. We can just go straight to the browser, and you just do that by canceling this prompt and going start from your browser. When you open the meeting in your browser, you'll see something that looks like this. I prefer to use the app that I've installed, so I'm going to show you what that looks like as well. So when I enter the meeting using my app, you can see my video is already set to start. So I'm visible as soon as I enter the meeting space. It will still prompt me, the same prompt that we saw in the web browser, to choose one of the audio conference options. If you have a microphone in your computer, the easiest thing to do is to use your computer audio. If not, you may want to use a phone call, in which case you just click here, dial the number, and follow the prompts. For the computer audio, the first time you use your computer audio to enter a Zoom meeting, you may want to test your speaker and microphone, and you do that by clicking here. Then you'll hear a ringtone, and if you hear it, you know your speakers are working, and you'll record your voice, and if you hear your voice repeated back to you, you know that your microphone is working as well. I already know that those things work for me, so I'm just going to enter and join with computer audio. I recommend that you remain on mute if you're not speaking during a meeting. So in order to do that, you're going to want to find your tools, and if you haven't hovered over them for a while, they'll be hidden at the bottom of the screen. So just take your mouse and move it around, move it down to the bottom of the screen, and you'll see all the tools that you have to use. You can mute yourself in the lower left-hand corner by simply clicking this on and off. So now I would be muted. And as it's prompting you, you can see that you can also use the space bar to temporarily unmute yourself. And when you let go of that space bar, now you'll be muted again. And it'll make it easier just to interject and keep yourself muted. Sometimes it takes a little bit of practice to remember to mute and unmute yourself. And that's just one of the joys of learning how to virtually conference. The next tool that you have is your video, and I highly recommend that you always leave this running when you're in a meeting or delivering a presentation. It just adds that personal touch and makes it easier to communicate and connect with your colleagues. If I do want to turn it off, I can turn it off here. Then you can still hear my audio, but you won't see me. The next tool that you might need when you're getting started with Zoom is this Manage Participants button. If you're the host, it will say Manage Participants, but if you're an invitee to the meeting, then it'll just say Participants. And when you click on that, it will open this bar on the right, and it'll show you all the people in the meeting, and it'll show you whether they're muted or unmuted and using video or not using video. You can go up here to rename yourself if you want to change your name. You won't see these controls because those are advanced features that I've added. The next tool that you might use is the chat feature. When I click on the chat feature, it opens a chat pane also on the right here, where at the very bottom right, I can type a message to everybody in the meeting. I can also go to everyone, and I can click on that and it'll show me a drop down. If there were other participants in this meeting with me, then I could send each person a message privately as well. So that's really the essentials to getting started with Zoom. and I will be working on additional videos to share with you about some of the more advanced features as well, and even just some of the features that we didn't cover today that you see down here. So thanks for watching and have fun video conferencing. See you next time.